Welcome back to the channel. Today, the king of the savanna is no longer in his familiar position. A forward charge seems ready to end it all, until the opponent suddenly turns and pushes back. In just seconds, the initiator becomes the one forced to evade. When a hunt breaks from its usual script, even a lion must face real risk. Once dominant through many dry seasons, the aging male lion now faces coordinated pressure from younger challengers. Experience can no longer compensate for declining strength. Each step backward across familiar territory feels heavy with meaning. As the old order closes, new authority quietly takes shape. An irreversible rule of the pride. Across the low grass, the lioness uses a short burst of speed to close in. But the mother wild boar appears like a living shield, head lowered and full weight driven forward within a few decisive feet. The rhythm of the attack breaks instantly. In nature, a mother's defensive instinct can transform prey into a formidable opponent. The crocodile repeatedly moves beyond the water's edge, jaws opening and closing in a clear warning. Its tail sweeps across the space in front, forcing the lion to maintain distance. This is not a hunt, but an assertion of riverside boundaries. When territory is touched, defensive reflexes activate immediately. At Kumanadam, a solitary lion waits along the edge of a buffalo herd for a narrow opportunity. But the approaching buffalo quickly senses unusual weakness. A brief countercharge is enough to push the ambusher away. In the wild, physical condition determines how long dominance can be sustained. A crowded meal along the riverbank draws an unexpected visitor from the murky water. The crocodile moves ashore, attempting to join the scene. But the leading male lion steps forward with a deep, commanding roar. Numbers and unity quickly establish a clear advantage. When the balance shifts decisively, the river's resident withdraws rather than prolong the encounter. When the warthog family leaves the burrow to forage, the lions are already waiting in silence. The chase ignites, but the mother immediately turns her young back toward the narrow tunnel entrance. The tight space prevents the lions from advancing deeper. With a network of multiple exits, the warthogs quietly slip beyond danger. Proof of the advantage of life below ground. From the water's edge, a massive crocodile slowly moves toward the lions controlling the riverbank. Its fixed gaze on the food source shifts the atmosphere instantly. As the distance closes, the pride reassesses the risk and chooses to withdraw. For lions, preserving safety can matter more than holding position. Faced with a body weighing thousands of pounds and formidable horns, the lion must measure each step. A misjudged approach could carry serious consequences. When the buffalo signals readiness to respond, the predator redirects its focus elsewhere. Wisdom often lies in knowing when to stop. In a brief moment of distraction after securing a small catch, the lions suddenly face a countercharge from buffalo. A short burst forward, horns lowered, creates pressure like a moving wall. The hunting formation quickly breaks apart to avoid direct impact. When the herd's defender steps forward, space must be returned. A dog accidentally wanders into lion territory. Two large males approach, standing nearly 4 feet tall at the shoulder, creating visible tension. The barking rises as a defensive reflex, yet the male lion observes and then turns away. Not every encounter must end in conflict. Standing nearly 18 feet tall, the giraffe benefits from far-reaching vision. Yet at close range, its advantage lies in legs weighing hundreds of pounds. The lion chooses a bold moment to approach, but each defensive kick carries unpredictable force. The confrontation quickly becomes a test of distance and reflex. When the risk outweighs the reward, the predator withdraws. The crocodile leaves the water's edge with the calm of an ambushed predator. But on dry land, not every advantage remains intact. The lion steps forward cautiously, sending a clear message about boundaries. The encounter ends as each returns to familiar ground, where the advantage belongs to them. Night settles in, and the savanna shifts into a different rhythm. Curiosity draws the predator closer to an opponent that appears harmless. Yet every advance meets sharp, effective defenses. The lesson comes quickly, bringing the hunt to an earlier end than expected. In the dark, patience can be the safest strategy of all. Just when movement seems to have paused, two lions wait to close the hunt. But the wildebeest gathers its final reserve of energy, turning desperation into resistance. Its horns sweep wide, breaking the carefully calculated approach. The sudden shift throws off the rhythm, draining strength rapidly. As space opens, the prey disappears from view. A resting hippo is disturbed, and the response comes almost instantly. Its massive body turns broadside, claiming the space with overwhelming weight. The lion recognizes that this boundary is not worth the risk. Once the message is clear, each returns to its own ground. At the water's edge, a low, compact shape causes the pride to pause. Quills rise without display, forming a clear safety buffer. Predatory instinct slows in the face of potential cost. Sometimes the strongest defense is simply creating hesitation. Across open grassland, a honey badger draws the attention of a much larger animal. Instead of fleeing, it lowers its stance, ready to respond. That bold posture creates immediate psychological distance. The confrontation settles once determination is proven, without escalation. The river appears calm, yet risk lies beneath the surface. Two lions choose to swim across, trading land advantage for new opportunity. A single unexpected movement is enough to unsettle control. Quick reflexes guide them out of danger and safely onto shore. A brief lapse allows the buffalo to detect a distant threat. Its forward surge carries both momentum and the resolve to protect the herd, disrupting the lion's formation. The balance shifts within seconds. When the herd's defender steps forward, control must be surrendered. Under the harsh sun, the crocodile lies motionless like a drifting log. That stillness leads the lion to underestimate the risk and step closer than is safe. With a single tail sweep and a low grounded shift of its body, the crocodile reclaims its space. The test ends as both recognize that the cost of miscalculation is too high. Two lions appear to have the situation under control until the ground trembles with the return of the buffalo herd. Overwhelming numbers turn a fragile advantage into immediate danger. The lions quickly reassess and step back from collective pressure. In nature, herd strength can restore order within seconds. Across the open savanna, a young individual unintentionally becomes the focus of attention. The lion uses a moment of confusion to separate the target from its protective circle. Defensive efforts gradually lose coordination under sustained pressure from multiple directions. The quiet that follows across the grassland is a reminder that this environment allows no prolonged mistakes. Three lions attempt to press in from multiple angles along the water's edge. But a crocodile weighing around 1,500 pounds keeps a low stance, rotating precisely to preserve its space. Measured movements conceal enduring strength beneath thick scales. With neither side gaining clear advantage, the encounter settles into cautious balance. Hidden in tall grass, an aging lion waits for the right moment to act. Yet the opponent advances with superior physical strength, leaving little room to adjust. A decisive response claims the contested space. When the dust settles, survival boundaries are redefined by tangible power. A serval mother and her young have just left their den when a lioness appears at close range. Open terrain leaves little opportunity for concealment. The mother withdraws to preserve her chance to survive, while the young is left behind. The moment reflects the harsh reality of the savanna, where each decision carries lasting consequence. While moving through a quiet stretch of land, a male lion unexpectedly spots a group of young wild dogs without protection. The gap in defense is recognized instantly, and instinct takes over. There is no prolonged chase, only a brief surge of decisive movement. Within seconds, the balance shifts beyond recovery. As lions swim across the river, they enter the domain of hippos weighing over 3,000 pounds. A massive body advances, turning the water into a zone of clear dominance. One deliberate turn is enough to reverse the situation. A lion quickly retreats to shore. A silent lesson about choosing the wrong battlefield. After an earlier confrontation, the male lion's stamina is visibly diminished. Buffalo sense the weakness and approach with short, controlled advances, managing distance carefully. There is no need for reckless impact. Collective pressure does the work. As tension builds, the lion yields and withdraws from the danger zone. In the wild, control does not belong to titles. It belongs to those who adapt faster. Thank you for staying with us until the end of today's journey. If you want to witness more dramatic reversals like these, subscribe to the channel and join us in the next adventure.